Welcome back to Remnant 2. I've been doing some running around on my own, um, and we've got a lot of reading to do because I picked up quite a few things. So we're going to start with this because we just picked up this, and I will kind of show you how to get to it. I've also picked up this. My personal favorite is back, but it needs some tweaking. Anyway, I'm reading. Our situation has deteriorated further still, the root have systematically overtaken our planet. Although most lines of communication are down, it is evident that the world as we know it has been destroyed. The purpose of science is to illuminate, yet its misuse has brought us to the brink of devastation. This is a dark time, indeed. For Leto of Pastelakis. I question whether it is possible to prevail over the root. They act like the mindless cohesion of insects and the ruthless efficiency of a machine. Next to them, humans are merely fragile lumps of carbon. Still, we have our ingenuity, our resourcefulness. We must use these distinctly human traits to stem the damage that has been wrought upon humanity. To that end, I'm developing a new prototype. Upgraded armor to aid our fight. My last attempt was a little more than proof of concept, utilizing whatever scraps of metal I could find, but I've spent a fair amount of time and effort compiling the necessary materials to do the idea justice this time. We have made fascinating discovery, an annular structure that is clearly not man-made. I have a hunch that is related to red crystals. Whatever it is, it appears to be inactive, but more tests are necessary. I'm packing up this structure along with my armor and sending it along the scientists at Ward 13. Curing a cargo ship at this time is difficult to say the least, but I have made the necessary arrangements. They should have access to my notes, and I will join them there shortly to begin our experimentations. I have preliminary ideas, but I require help with this undertaking. I exhausted all my resources on the 2.0 prototype of my armor. It turned out well, but there are certainly areas of improvement. Current iteration mobility leaves much to be desired. Yeah, there was the opportunity to get... Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I think they've also done away with the armor set bonuses. These gauntlets are sturdy enough to hold up even against the root. They're tough and intimidating while providing a bare minimum level of dexterity for a steady grip on your weapon of choice. Just don't plan on completing any tasks that require subtlety when wearing these. Everything about these gauntlets can either be chalked up to a creation of pure genius or the child of absolute madness. If you knew Leto like I did, the answer would be Thursday. Strong yet streamlined, practical yet aesthetic, although you can't expect to make a quick getaway in these. They're just what you need to stand strong against looming threat of destruction. The care and attention to detail that went into them is something to behold. Like a firefighter running towards flames, scientists don't run from an impossible problem. They face it head-on, even at the risk of life and limb. They'll never back down until they've achieved the understanding they seek, because for folks like them, that's the ultimate victory. Masterpiece of impenetrability. Even though quick maneuvering is nearly impossible in this metal behemoth, you can't help but impressed by the ingenuity of the design and the inspired craftsmanship. When humanity was barely scraping by existence and everyone was gripped with a sense of fear and dread, there was Leto. Tinkering away. Somehow, from the scant resources of the shattered wasteland, he found a way to engineer a suit of armor befitting into the world. While this ironclad helmet is somewhat difficult to breathe in, you feel secure knowing that even the heaviest weapon would have little chance of cracking into your skull. And the whole world could disappear in the blink of an eye, and most folks are getting their affairs in order or trying to focus on the glimmer of joy in the chaos. Leave it to a tried and true scientist to focus on protecting their gray matter from the faintest threat of potential damage. We also got a bunch of rings. Nope, that's not. This makeshift gun appears to be cobbled together from various scraps and parts, but it's a deadly weapon nonetheless. Despite its rough exterior, it can fire with surprising efficiency. Sure, it might not hit the broadside of a barn, but this baby sure can spit out some lead. It's not about being accurate, it's about putting bullets downrange to get the job done. Classic Tommy gun with large ammo capacity and slow reload, poor initial accuracy which improves when holding the trigger. So this is effectively the same as it was in the first game. And we picked up this thing. This is the submachine gun from the first game, and my personal favorite. An old but reliable weapon that's best used for close-range combat. Its compact size and high rate of fire make it ideal for skirmishes in cramped environments where maneuverability is key. While it may lack in the punch of larger weapons, its quick and precise burst can make it all the difference in a tight spot. The scarcity of ammo only makes each bullet more precious. Every shot fired is a gamble with fate. However, the more you can unleash, the better your odds of survival. And I picked up this thing, which is the refunder. They give you a bonus to ammunition. I've also went back and wandered around Nerud, and I picked up this thing. The Drazir invented combustive properties eons ago. It was later made obsolete by magnetic, ionic, and other technologies. The Drazir warrior class, however, found new uses for deprecated combustion. The Fatir encouraged and supported the technological progress of all other classes, not because they were unified in purpose, but with the rest of the Drazir, but because their own purposes always benefited from our innovations. It's a shotgun that fires fire bullets. Okay. And we picked up some new rings. Conservation seal, this is one of the rings I picked up. You don't understand how this thing works, and it's definitely not the function for which this technology was originally intended. Whatever's going on, you're glad you can do it. The laws that define the universe are powerful when understood to their full extent. Energy is never lost nor created, it simply is. The trick is not the conservation of energy, but conversion. For every 10% of health missing, maximum 50%, gain 3% chance not to consume relic, and 5% increased relic efficiency on use. Yeah, so combined with this thing, I get a pretty significant odds of not using my relic when I try to heal myself. Anyway, we've got a bunch of rings to look at. Shard banding ring. This I actually found in the labyrinth itself. The material molded around this ring is strangely organic, but to the touch familiar. You can't recall where you've seen it. The labyrinth security measures see neither friend nor foe. They're only what is and what there should not be then burned. Increases mod damage by 12%. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. Stone of Expanse. With this ring on, your vision expands in a way it's hard to describe. Distant objects are drawn closer, easier to hit. With anything already near you slips from your field of vision like water. Stellar currents have more utility than simply guiding the route. They connect points in time and space, allowing those with the sight to traverse or at least see across them. This has applications both at the astronomical level and, if there is one clever about it, an individual. Increase range damage by 12%, reduces all of the damage rate dealt by 6%. That's actually pretty good. I think I've looked at this one. Yeah. I picked up a bunch of these, so bear with me. The device rerouting cable, I picked this up. The device that allowed precision engineers to siphon energy from one machine, convert it to another with a simple flick of the finger. Wait, I read this already. Okay. I've kind of, I picked up a bunch of them, and I apologize, I kind of lost track. Yeah, okay, this one, ring of restocking. The Fatir were trained for precision using tools like this one, whereas you could hit their targets every time, or rewarded people to hit that. I think I've read most of these. We did pick up a couple of new ones here. Kinetic field exchanger, commissioned by the House of Patrol, forced the peers to physical experience. Those who fell behind were discharged and utilized elsewhere. House Thala oversaw the Zul, the brilliant engineers who rent even the stars to their whims. But after such illustrious feats, lethargy festered within their genius. Without passion and purpose, their innovation. Shield is active in the field, so that was an issue. Picked up this thing, toxic release valve. Fumigation tool employed by certain drones to keep the road sterile and free of stowaway pests. At the heavy price of truly malodorous stench. The invertebrate organisms from the homeworld mindlessly clung to the sides of Nerud and embarked on a millennia-long journey with us, resilient to the end, more so than the Brazil themselves. Are they too worthy of preservation? And it gives us a time we use firearms, it creates a toxic cloud, which is actually not terrible, but this thing is too good to pass up. I maxed out fitness. Excuse me. Working on vigor because we've been taking an awful beat. We're almost all the way to the top of the handler perk tree. And it will allow us to, if we get to 10, it unlocks mastery, which lets us keep the trait kinship. So if we switch out to another archetype, which we can do by going back to what's his name? Will allow us to keep those traits, but you have to master the archetype. Okay, so this is a fairly isolated. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh baby. Look at that fat roll. It's not a roll, it's more of a dive for cover. Yeah, we had to climb this thing using... Actually, can I even do this with this armor? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it'll let me do it. Just don't try to dodge in this. Gotcha. Okay, I had to climb those up and then duck through. And... So there is a, let's see if I can get back here? Yes. On the side of this. Hang on one second, I'll show you where I got it. The enemies respawn. Can be a little on the side. Also doesn't help I'm using the weakest weapon in my arsenal. This isn't marked with an exclamation point, so I wonder where this goes. Guess we'll find out. But I've got a secret to show you. I'll show you how I got the... Oh, look at that. I'll be darned. That's convenient. It's interesting that you can't unlock that from that side. You have to unlock it from the labyrinth side. Okay, I need to figure out where I am. I need to go back this way. So I'm going to go back to the...
Here we go.
Go back to the checkpoint. We're going to warp back to the fractured ingress and I'll show you how I got where I was. Real quick, and then I'm going to pause the video, hop back, do some upgrading, and then we're going to do some more reading. Okay, so he's starting from here, which you just can spawn into, go up stairs. Watch out for this guy. This is bullshit. Drop down to here. I think the guy in the middle is a suicider, so just be careful. This way, instead of going through this portal, we're going to go here. And have a little hole. Get spit out right there. Easy. Alright, I'm going to pause the video, do a little upgrading, wander around the inside, then we're going to do some. Okay, welcome back. I might have gotten a little distracted. We picked up some more reading material. And specifically, oops, this thing. Wearing this mitigates even the most powerful kickback, enabling you to stay focused on your target. It has no effect on your weapon, however. Rather, the effect is on your own perception and your ability to predict and compensate for a weapon's power. It is the astropath's purpose to widen our gaze, to see as much of the universe as it can be seen, and process all of that information at once. AT, however, desired unnatural focus, usually on a single point. It's made them absolutely lethal in one-on-one combat. Reduces initial spread and recoil by 35%. That's it. Right. So this is actually the focusing shard ring. I can replace with the point focus ring because it doesn't require the time limit. I also picked up this thing. One use regen, 100% of max health for 10 seconds. Movement speed is reduced by 50%, and incoming damage is reduced by 25%. Residue from the star at Nerud's center retains a variety of properties that the Trazier used to full effect. This device, for example, speeds the natural healing process, withdrawing energy from other processes to do so. We fashioned Nerud's star after that of our homeworld, and we have always carried a piece of home wherever we go. It's been so long now that even I no longer remember the differences. The Star of Nerud is the only sun we require. Damage 25%, last 10 seconds. That's actually not bad. It's a max heal on use, which is good. Plus we got Quartz Diary. Ellen is gone, last trace of family I had left is gone with her. The world I knew is long forgotten. Everyone I ever loved is dead. I wish I could join them and find some peace. Evelyn used to keep a journal like this, said it helped. Sentimental nonsense. Not a day goes by that I don't miss her, and Nadine, now Ellen. Ellen is gone. I forgot about this thing, but it seems as good a place as any to document what's happened. I received a package from a friend. Someone from my old life. I thought I was the only one left. This confirms my suspicions that he used the World Stone at some point. If it was anyone else, I'd have been reluctant to believe it. Along with his note, he sent something extraordinary. If my suspicions are correct, this small cube could be the key. There's nothing left for me here, so it's time to pick up the old mission and find a way to stop the root once and for all. Now, how do I pull it off? Bo would never let me anywhere near the crystal alone. I need help, and I need a distraction. Most importantly, someone to tell everyone what happened, and not to come looking for me. Time has come. A traveler showed up just as Wallace predicted. Couldn't have known better than that old Wally. They just arrived and people are already talking. Reminds me of the Wanderer. This is it. It's time. Whoever's reading this, I hope you understand that my family never could. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for everyone. To save the world that we lost. To defeat the root like Evelyn always wanted. If I die trying, so be it. At least I'll finally end this. So the creators are up to their old tricks, and first thing we get is this flashlight from Ford, and on the bottom of the flashlight is a series of numbers. 0415. I think you guys got two numbers wrong. And it unlocks this chest in Ford's office. And then you have to go over there. It's easier if I can go outside and show you. Towards this, the inside that, you can actually get in there. Around Ward 13 is a door that'll allow you to access the submachine gun. So, just like in the first game, it's hidden away behind a locked door. Another thing we can read is Clementine's journal. Doc Nora said I should try writing down my thoughts to help work through my emotions. So here we go. Not sure how long I've been here in Ward 13, just days. The days just bleed together. Kind of like sleepwalking without ever waking. Sounds harsh, but I can't help feeling that way. I know I'm doing a good thing keeping people here safe from the remaining route, but somehow I still feel empty. Why can't I shake the feeling that I don't belong and never will? I get so tired of pretending that I do. Maybe I feel like this because I've been away from Earth longer than I was ever here. Doesn't help that I'm well over a century old. How weird is that? Makes my head hurt to think about it. Only Ford really knows what it's like to be out there in other worlds, but he refuses to talk about it. I feel so alone. One of our ranks wandered too far outside the ward and the route almost got them. Luckily, Bo and I showed up just in time and I was able to save them. I should be satisfied. Another life saved. Why can't that be enough? Something's wrong with me. My heart is numb and I don't know why. People here, they're not bad to me or anything, but in a lot of ways, I'm just a weapon. Just an anti-route defense system. I know how desperate things are and how much they need me, but I can't help but resent it. And then there's Bo. He's the opposite. Treats me like a piece of glass that could break at any moment. I know he means well, maybe too well, but I can't help feeling that he thinks keeping me safe will somehow make up for not saving someone from his past. Maybe that's an awful thing to say. He's really a nice guy. Damn it all, why is everything so messed up? I dreamt about you again, old friend. Suddenly I was back in Resium. From that brief moment, I felt alive, loved. When I woke up, my pillow was wet with tears. Luckily, no one saw. I miss you so much. No one knows me like you. You're my best friend. You saved my life in so many ways. Why couldn't it last? Life was perfect until the Wanderer showed up and ruined everything. I mean, okay, maybe perfect is an overstatement. We had our hands full keeping the route at bay, and it was inevitable that I'd have to leave you one day. The whole truth was, the whole time I was hurting you. It breaks my heart to think about it. The Wanderer made me face the truth that I couldn't stay, but ever since I left, there's been this fog over everything. I'm so lost. I don't know if anywhere will feel like home again. With you, I felt needed. Not for my powers, but for me. It makes sense. If that makes sense. Anyway, I hope you're well, old friend. In my heart, I know you're better off without me. I guess that'll have to be enough. I keep having strange dreams. There's some surreal place that almost feels like it's between dimensions or something. It keeps changing, shifting. I don't know. Hard to explain. And there's a voice. It keeps calling out to me. Telling me I'm needed elsewhere. Between dreams and this restless feeling I can't shake. It makes me wonder if I should leave. Go where? To do what? We stopped the Deadwood here on Earth, but they won't quit until everyone everywhere is dead and gone. They're still terrorizing other worlds, and we are pretending everything's all right. Like all that matters is this little slice of peace we've got. I've been to other worlds. I know there's more to it out there than just us. Can I keep ignoring this feeling and telling me it's time to leave? God, now I sound like damn Ford. Ford is a cagey bastard. I can't believe I used to sort of look up to him. Back then I let myself buy into the idea that he's a living legend. But really, he's just a man as riddled with flaws as the rest of us. Maybe more so. He had a hand in destroying the world, and now all he does is run away. From his guilt, from his responsibilities, the people he loves, me, himself. I swear I'll never be like that. I wanted to run to something, not away. Just need to figure out what I'm running to. Anyway, we received a weird package from an old friend. Some drifter passed through and dropped it off to him. How the hell does anyone even send a package in this apocalyptic hellhole? I don't trust him. He's planning something big. I can feel it in my bones. Knowing him, he's probably going to cut and run again. That's it. I can't just spin my wheels anymore. I'm going insane. Ford isn't the only one who can up and leave whenever he likes. First chance I get, I'm gone. Hell, she's been resentful. But again, she's perpetually 16, so yeah, that'll happen. Alright. Mac. Stuff.
You. Again.
Yes, me.
What did you bring me?
I brought you equipment. So we have this thing. So I went back and I fought the boss on Rud. Yeah. And I let him eat me this time, and there's a different fight. And if you beat him in that fight, you get his acidic jawbone, which gets you this gas giant melee weapon. I don't know. I'm debating. The Nebula handgun from the first time. And I picked up a stasis core running through one of the dungeons. And then time lapse. This is from the timepiece we picked up in the last video. Interesting. That might be useful.
Yep.
I'll think about it. There's one more thing I want to do before we wander back into the Bloodborne vault, and this is...
Don't ignore me, huh? God damn, it is you. The rumors had me thinking I might not ever see you again.
It looks much better. Yeah, for a while there I wasn't trying to make it back either.
Ooh, yikes. Yeah, they said you ran off with that old Ford fella and disappeared, and I ain't seen you since. Where have you been?
Out Ford into some buried, rested place so he could reactivate this old crystal.
You mean that big-ass floating gym over there? Bo said it can take you other places, other worlds even. Before we got here, I'd have laughed in his face. But I've heard weirder stories than that. And I can see on your face, it ain't all make-believe, is it? Feels like anything can be true here. They even healed my root rot. I tell you what, I might just start believing in fairy tales. Even Santa Claus and Fulton's Blend.
I'm just glad you're up and about.
Yeah, I don't know what's in that stuff Doc Nora gave me, but I ain't felt this good for years. Hell, maybe it was Fulton's Blend.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
The old ruins around here. Turns out there's still all kinds of useful crap if you know what you're looking for. And I do. I was just doing what I do to survive, you know. Maybe get some things together for when we moved on, but then you didn't come back. And Bo said folks around here could use this stuff, so I set up shop. So hey, if you ever need anything out there in the worlds or whatever, you just let me know. I got all kinds of stuff for trade.
We must have been gone a while. I found Clementine.
Wait, for real? Folks around here have been worried sick about her. Well, don't just stand there gawking. Where is she?
He's in a place between worlds called Labyrinth.
The... what? You sound like you've been drinking too much of Mudtooth's tonic. You know that, right?
It's weird, I know. I don't understand it all myself.
All right, well, is she coming back?
I hope so, but at least she's safe now.
So long as she's all right, I guess. I mean, I barely knew her. But she seemed like she could make her own choices just fine. So now that you found her, does that mean you're here to stay?
Well, the Keeper needs me to travel through the labyrinth with my beings of power. Yeah, okay, I just heard what that sounded like out loud.
I'm sorry. I just can't believe all those words were put into the same sentence, or that I even understood some of it. Our lives got pretty weird, huh? I guess we were asking for it, looking for fairy tales and all. Well, I ain't going nowhere then. I'll be here when you need me, or when you're done, whichever comes first. Just make sure you come back, okay?
Mom. Alright, what is she... holy crap. She sells stuff. He's Ace's replacement. Amber Moon stuff. Rumored to be favored by rare and loyal individuals known for their unwavering support and dedication, not only cures poison status but also increases resistance to toxin. It's said that the Amber Moonstone was once worn by a legendary warrior whose unwavering dedication and loyalty inspired many. While the legend may or may not be true, the ring's abilities and usefulness is undeniable. Health drops below 30%, all incoming damage is reduced by 25%, and the wearer becomes immune to temporary status. Wow. Wow, that's actually really good. Rock of Anguish. Thorn-like spikes in the ring give this ring an intimidating appearance, making it look almost painful to wear. Assembled from fragments of a larger piece, possibly a necklace, the ring is believed to possess mysterious powers that are unlocked only by enduring its brutal discomfort. I've seen some twisted things in my time, but this ring is something else entirely. It's kind of monstrosity that could only come from Corsus. I mean, have you heard about that Iskall cult? Gain 5% movement speed and 75% reload speed for every 25% of max health missing. Huh, that's not actually that bad. Akari Warband. Despite its humble appearance, the ring carries with it a high legacy of the Akari tribe's history of battle and honor. During one of my visits to Rom, I was able to witness firsthand the Akari's remarkable skill in subterfuge and evasion. Their ability to deftly avoid their avatars before delivering a decisive blow was a testament to their combat expertise. Wherever dodges increase critical hit chance by 15% and critical damage by 15% for 15 seconds. And then there's this thing. Simulacrum. We know all about Simulacrum. The question is, what do we use it for? It allows us to max out our weapons. That's what it was.
I'll be here when you get back.
Now it's a purchasable item. Anyway, we have some Bloodborne world to wander around in for a little while. I know it's mostly been reading. But we are going to go shoot some stuff. I promise. Just luck. As soon as it finishes loading. Okay, so this should be the door that was locked. Did we truly screw things up when we restarted the clock?
Attack them!
After flopping around Nurud for several hours off camera, I'm glad to be back in some place that has some semblance of not color. It's better than Wasteland. Actually, smoky. Now I've heard that there are need to avoid those grates because they can kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. Kingdom away. Stand together. This one looks dangerous.
Nice.
Outsiders.
I'm fine. And plus having the dog nearby regenerates my health. Which I didn't know for a while. But he has to be within like 5 feet or something like that.
Here they come.
So it actually benefits those.
Stand together!
A lot of verticality in this level. Also, you notice I changed out the Leto equipment. It's just because unfortunately fighting bosses in the Leto gear is grossly impractical.
We will end them all!
Because there's some dead. There are just some attacks you can't dodge. Oh, that looks like our objective, so let's go the other way. Because I want to go up this ladder, see if there's anything up there, but I also want to make sure that we... Crafting materials. Great. I guess we'll go down the ladder. Slowly. I did actually discover while I was playing off camera that there is in fact fall damage. But it's a significant there's not a whole lot of difference between what causes fall damage and what kills you outright. So, back to the sewers, I guess. Wine's up there. Harvester's Reach. Get some more vigor. This looks like it has people.
Oh, what's that smell? Yeah.
You're in a sewer. What do you think that smells? Alright, let's figure out.
Stranger, have you seen Drea? My wife. She's got... We were taken. Some kind of beast. Something. I escaped. But she You fought your way here, didn't you? Oh, please, will you look for her? I'd give anything.
Sure. No, she's not in there.
Why?
All right.
Lights. There we go. Much better. That scared me. A lot of ground to cover here. So the ideal place. Grenades. Dog.
Come on. Rah!
What is that? A were-monkey? Oh, that's the giant rat. It's a giant rat man. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Nope. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. Well, now I think we can verifiably guess what happened with the rest of the population down here. Chains of amplification. I guess that's a new necklace. Yep. Quite possibly the most painful looking collar you've ever seen, yet there's some Fae, those who delight in agony, would wear it willingly. I'll tell you what the Fae do not wish to hear. True freedom, unopposed and unrestricted, makes us weak. It's through our chains themselves that we acquire the strength needed to throw them off. Increase all damage dealt to targets suffering from status effects by 20%. Huh. Place is a maze. I'd say I think I was going in circles, but I know I'm not. Which is almost more disconcerting. Oop, oop. Found the locals.
Leave us alone.
The locals were hostile, we had to use force. Yes, that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Burden of the Divine. I'm assuming that if I can get the water level up high enough, assuming I can get the water level up any more than it is, that I can get over there. Keeping an eye on it, so the water level is actually rising. I'll be back in a minute. Since we're almost out of time anyway, I'm just going to pause real quick. Well, that was an hour and a half I'll never get back. Yeah.
My lucky day.
Really named by its inventor for the ability to quickly create a mountain of corpses with the wielder at the summit. The Grand don't have the refined training of the creatures that consumed our world, but they're clever, figuring out ways to throw enemies' slings and arrows back at them, and then some. Fires grenades that explode on contact with enemies and deal AoE damage within 4 meters. Dormant grenades eventually explode and can be shot to detonate early, not weak spot. It has a built-in ability called the Screamer. Fires a high-powered rocket that deals 200 damage within 2.5 meters. I'm tempted. Take a whack at it. Oh, this thing I picked up and forgot to read. This ring was forged for the One True King himself as a gift for someone important, but not important enough to ever be known, or perhaps so important as to be hidden away. The One True King tried to instill us a sense of responsibility for our fellow Fae, saying it was the burden of those who ruled to care for those we ruled over. There exists one of whom tried to instill these lessons harsher than others, but those most disciplined so often turn rebellious. All damage dealt by the wearer is reduced by 10%. 50% of self-healing applies to allies. Not my thing. We got ourselves all that waiting for a mini grenade launcher. I have absolutely no idea if falling in the water will actually kill me or not. But judging by how the game works, I would probably say yes. So yeah, that was a, that's something that needs to be adjusted. Maybe cut it down to half an hour, not an hour and a half. That's one way to waste a player's time. That's anyway, we're kind of out of time, and I'm running out of places to, and I've got, well, that's not true. I've got plenty of places to go. So I'm going to call it a video. I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll pick up pretty much where we left off. Thank you.